Good morning, guys. So today I'm gonna do something a little bit differently, and I figured why not tell you a little story. So let's just jump right on into it because this title is not clickbait. This actually happened. Yeah. So now just a little backstory, if you will. This was back in Brooklyn when I lived in Brooklyn before I moved. I was like 20 years old. I started dating my ex in September of 2011. This happened probably the end of September, October, I'm going to say, because I remember it wasn't that cold out because we were still wearing like just a hoodie and pants. And I'm a late baby, so yeah, I was still 20 years old. Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to change everybody's name. So there was this local girl. She was like a hammerhead. She fucked around with drugs and shit, and it was like, whatever, like, you know, do you, sweetheart. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care about you. We're gonna name her Maggie Marlboroughs because it's very similar to what she made up as her own nickname. Maggie Marlboroughs was obsessed with my ex-boyfriend, and we're gonna name my ex Mark. Mark couldn't stand her, as everyone else couldn't, but anyway, so she was like obsessed with him. And I remember before I started dating him, like we were all hanging out at this local hangout. It was like a store. We always used to chill inside, outside, whatever. I seen him one time, and apparently he told me this story that he saw me, and he was like, oh my god, I was like, loved you ever since. And it was like cute, you know, so whatever. She was at this local spot, like with me and a bunch of my friends were, a bunch of people from the neighborhood. We were all hanging out, and this was prior to this event. She was like, oh yeah, Mark really likes you, blah blah blah, you should get with him, he's really cute. I was like, okay, whatever, I don't know who you're talking about, but moving on. And mind you, this spot where everybody used to hang out, my ex Mark used to live literally a block away before everybody moved. We're all there, whatever, and she's all fucked up. She's drunk. She was on only the Lord knows what. Now, mind you, I'm really anti-drugs. Like, listen, if you do drugs, that's all on you, sweetie. Be careful. But I was, especially back then, very anti-drugs because not even a year before that, in December of 2010, my best friend, one of my best friends, I called him my brother, had accidentally overdosed, and he passed away at only the age of 21. Like, I had known of kids that had OD'd and died before, but nobody that was that close to me. So it hit me hard. It was like throwing salt in the wounds, if you will. She comes up to me and she's like, oh yeah, did you know that Mark does drugs? He does this drug, he does that drug. Naming all these drugs that my best friend had OD'd from. And I'm like, no, he don't. Like, what are you fucking talking about? She's like, yeah, he does. He gets them from this person and that person and this person. You can ask them. He's asked me before, this, and that. And she was obsessed with my ex-boyfriend at the time. She was obsessed with him. Like, she sweated me. She was on my jock, not to sound like, you know, a fucking, like I'm all that. But she really was, like, sick. And she was, like, obsessed with me. And she wanted him. So, anyway. So I was like, yo, are you serious? So I'm playing, I'm like, alright. And I'm getting pissed. Like, and if you know me, when I get pissed, girl, you don't want to go there with me. And especially when I was younger, I was such a hothead when I was younger. Gets pissed, but I have matured, believe it or not. And I don't get this way anymore, thank you, Lord. But when I used to get really, really, really angry, I would black the fuck out. Like, I would black out, I wouldn't remember anything. So just keep that in mind. So now I'm getting progressively more mad. And I'm like, alright, I text Mark and I'm like, yo, you know what this fucking girl's saying about you? She's saying this and this, you do this and that, da 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 da. And he's like, no, I don't. What are you fucking talking about? Like, she's a fucking liar, this and that. This girl is a sick liar, okay? She was a sick liar. She lied about everything. Oh, my mother has cancer. Her mother never had cancer. I don't know why, just for attention or the drug. I don't know what it was, but she was a fucking Looney Tune. So she would just make things up, pull it out of her ass. And it was like a girl who cried wolf, basically. So I never believed jack shit that she said, because it's like, someone that lies about their mother having cancer, that's just a little serious to me. So whatever, never trusted the girl anyway. Not that she was a reliable source to begin with, but you know, I was 20 years old, we were all drinking, you know, we were chilling, and it was really pissing me off. All my friends are like, yo, Ray, calm down, blah, 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 you know, she's a crackhead, like, you know, like, just leave it alone. So I'm just getting more mad because she's still telling me this shit, even though I'm like, yo, Maggie, back the fuck off, I don't give a shit, like, you know, like, back up. And she just keeps sloppy ass telling me this bullshit information. So Mark's like, yo, I'm gonna jump in the shower and I'll be right there. Because like I said, he lived a block away. So he's like, try to keep you cool till I get there. I was like, alright, I'll try. I'm trying to like avoid her so that way I wouldn't get even more pissed before my boyfriend had got there. Fast forward till Mark gets there. So we're inside the store now. So I go up and I go, Maggie, Mark's standing right next to me. So I was like, why don't you tell me what you said about him right now? What'd you just tell me about him? And she's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't know anything you're talking. I didn't say anything about him. What are you talking about? And she's playing this dumbass bitch card with me. I was like, oh, what? It's like, and not only did she not only say it in front of me, but she said it in front of a bunch of my friends. So it's like, bitch, if you're gonna talk shit, at least have the balls to talk about it in front of the person you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I got pissed off because it's like, don't make me try to look like an asshole when you're the one talking shit. So I was like, what? I was like, you tell me shit. I was like, you didn't tell me A, B, C, D, and E? And she was like, no, I never said that. I was like, yo, get the fuck outside. Get the fuck outside. Because I was livid at this point. I was livid. We go outside. Now, mind you, like I said, there's a bunch of people with us. Not everybody was in the store. Many people were outside. So now here's the store, right? Right there. And there was like a little bus stop here. And here's a fence right here. She's standing right by the fence right here. And I'm screaming in her face right in front of her. And I'm like, oh, I don't even remember what I was saying. I was probably like, you little lying bitch, da-da-da-da, why are you being a pussy, this and that. And Mark's standing, you know, right here. And Mark knew. He was like, oh, it's over with. So he backs up. He was like, yo, she's gonna fucking go ham on this bitch. Everybody's like, yo, she's gonna fuck her up. I don't know, just wait. And this girl, Maggie's boyfriend, was there. He was a youngin'. Like, she was a year older than me. She was 21 already. And she's dating a kid that's like 19. She's playing stupid and then she starts laughing. Now, if there's one thing that just pisses me off more than anything in this fucking world is when I'm angry and I'm trying to get my point across and you start laughing at me. Mama, don't play that game. Mama, don't play that game. I was like, oh, it's so fucking funny. Like, you know, I was starting to get more mad. Everybody told me this story afterwards. Like, Mark had told me in details and everything because the last thing I remember is this part. She said something to me, and I went to answer her, like open my mouth, like to respond, and I just went and I just punched this girl right in the face. Her fucking blood bursts everywhere, just spits out everywhere. And now I hit her directly in the mouth, so her tooth had gone through her lip, and now my hand's cut open because her tooth cut my hand open, and she's gushing blood. And as soon as I saw her blood, I was like a bull, and I just attacked. I was hitting her, I was rocking this girl. Now, mind you, this is all in the face, because I like to keep it in the facial region. And I'm rocking this girl. I'm two-piecing her, I'm hitting her, and she ain't even swinging back. She's like, ah! Like, you know, she's just getting fucked up on a fence. I'm grabbing, I'm smashing her off the fence, I'm fucking her up. After, I guess, a good couple of minutes of me just pounding and wailing on this hoe, this girl, let's name her Allie. My friend Allie comes over and she's like, yo, Ray, and she like pushes me apart from her and she's standing in the middle. I was like, oh, hell no. Like, so I'm trying to push Allie out of the way. I'm rocking this girl, Maggie, like, you know, from over Allie, and I'm just wailing on her. My ex Mark comes over and bear hugs me, picks me up, and tries to take me away. And when you do that, when I'm in that state, I just lose it, so I start swinging whenever. I kicked him in the nuts, so he would drop me. So I kicked him in the balls, so he would let me go, because I was a fucking psychopath, and I was not gonna let this girl walk away. So I'm going over, I'm trying to rock her again, and this girl, Allie, turns around to me, she's like, yo, Rachel, you fucked her up already? You got her? Yo, she's pregnant. I was like, what? She ain't pregnant. She's a fucking liar, just like her mother has cancer. Da, 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 da. She's like, no, Ray, she's really pregnant. Like, you fucking her up. And she's like, you made your point. You got her, you got her, you got her. And she's now, mind you, she's made it into the store now because she's gushing fucking blood everywhere. So I was like, I don't give a fuck. She's pregnant. I ain't hitting her in the body. I'm hitting her in the face. Like, she's like, yo, but you got her, you got her, you got her. So, like, everybody's trying to grab me and, like, bring me away. She's in the store talking shit, and I'm just like losing my mind because it's like, yo, you ain't even swing back at me when I was fucking you up on the fence. Now you want to try to talk shit? And she's standing there like in the store swinging like this, like an animal, and I'm like 10 feet away from her. Snapping. It doesn't end there. So everybody, like, Mark grabs me, everybody grabs me, like a couple of guys grab me, and they're like walking me back to Mark's house, because like I said, he lived about a block away. We all go back to Mark's house. We're sitting outside on his stoop, smoking a cigarette. I'm bugging out. I'm like, yo, if I ever see her again, I'm gonna fucking hurt her. I'm gonna hurt her. And everybody's telling me what happened, because like I said, I blacked out. So I was like, yo, what the fuck did I even do to this girl? The last thing I remember is just bashing her fucking face, and just blood splurts out everywhere. First shot. They like, yeah, you rocked her. They're like, yo, you fucked this girl up. You were grabbing her off the fence, you were smashing her off the fence, you were two-piecing her, you were fucking her up, right? And I'm getting gas now, you know? Then all of a sudden, I'm starting to calm down. She comes walking up the block, her drunk, sloppy, disgusting ass. Now, mind you, I want you to picture this in your head. Here's some imagery for you, okay? Picture this in your mind. This girl is a fucking faccia brute, disgusting little bitch. Just picture a dirty little fucking crackhead. That's what she looks like. Her makeup's like disgusting. All she had on was like eyeliner. It's running down her face. She's bleeding. White flip-flops on that are now black because she's worn them so much. Her feet are black. Her toes are black. Her toenails are black. It was disgusting. Her flip-flop, her feet are like hanging over it, mind you now. And it's like, ew, bitch. So she comes walking up the block with her filthy, bleeding ass. She's like, yo, you fucking bitch, da 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 da. I want to fight you right now. I'm in where the little stoop is. So there's like stairs, and there's like a little patch of, you know, cement right here, because this is Brooklyn. Right? Fence, and here's her. She's outside the fence, and she's talking shit, right? So I run from the staircase, and I go to leap over the fence, like in midair. I jumped over the fence. My ex just grabs me. Mark grabs me, pulls me back. He was like, nah, you already fucked her up. Yo, she's gonna have you fucking arrested. He's like, she's a snitch, she's a fucking rat, she's gonna have you arrested. Snapping out. And she's like, I wanna fight you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I already fucked your ass up. You ain't done shit. I'll fuck you up every single day of your life. Like, I'm losing my mind at this point. Like, don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me. And it looked like she was about to spit on me. Now, let me tell you something. I would rather you punch me in the face than ever spit on me, because spitting is the lowest form of disrespect you could possibly ever do to somebody. And now this girl was straight up white trash. She was fucking white ass trash, but she tried. And so that just like, it was like smoke was coming out of my ears. I was so angry. I said, trying to leap over the fence again. Mark's grabbed me. Everybody's grabbed me, because a couple of his boys was there too. And they're like, yo, Maggie, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, why you starting shit for? She already washed you. Like, you're gonna get washed again, bitch. And she's like, oh, no. If there's something wrong with my baby, I'm gonna blame it on you. I was like, something wrong with your baby? Number one, I was like, I wasn't even hit you in the body. It was no body shots. Because like I said, I didn't go for body shots. I ain't in the WWE. I ain't fucking China, you know? I was hitting her in the face. So I was like, yo, I didn't even hit you in the body. Number one, I was like, I was fucking your disgusting face up. And she's like, yo, I wish you hit me in the body. I want to kill this baby. I was like, Jesus Christ, like, you're a fucking pig. And for some reason, when she said that, that made me more mad than anything that she had said before, because that's just so disgusting to me, that you want to kill this child that you had growing inside of you, if that even actually happened. So that just made me so angry that I went to leap over the fence again, just to smash her face off the concrete. Mark grabbed me, whatever. A couple of Mark's friends went outside and like pushed this fucking girl Maggie off the block. They're like, yo, get the fuck out of here, because I ain't gonna hold her back no more. If you're gonna keep talking shit like that, I'm just gonna unleash her on your ass. And she's still bleeding. She's got blood everywhere. She has a dirty ass. It's disgusting. She finally fucking leaves. And I'm purely disgusted. I'm so angry. I like hopped up in the shower. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta take a shower, because I feel disgusting. Like, this girl's a pig, you know? So that happened as a part one to me beating the ever-loving shit out of a pregnant crackhead. Was she really pregnant, you ask? Did she say she got an abortion? Yes. Was that true? I don't know. God, this girl moved to another fucking state, and after I fucked her up, which is really, really funny, I started a chain reaction. 2 other girls in the neighborhood washed her ass the week after and the week after that. So it was like every single weekend after that she was just getting beat up by people. The same girl, Allie, that was protecting her from me, Allie had to wash her too because she starts talking shit because she's a little crackhead bitch. So, moral of this story is don't make shit up to people. Don't talk shit because you never know what's gonna happen. And back up your words, okay? So, that was part 1 to this lovely story because it did not end with this chick, Maggie Marlboroughs, okay? If you guys liked this story time video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you've had any similar situations to my little experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time video. I really love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll check you guys in my next video, alright? Bye. And in case you guys want to see, I still do have the scar on my hand. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but if you could see that little dent right here in my finger, like right on my knuckle right there, that's Maggie Marlborough's tooth mark. Just so you see it.